Not only am I finally reviewing a game whose title I can pronounce, but I'm reviewing an FPS that's absolutely amazing to boot.
What the hell are you on about?
Well, let me tell you all about it, Wayne.
Captain Wayne.
Yeah, Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation is an independent first-person shooter released on November 25th, 2025 via Steam. Showa era in the form of an FPS. Captain Wayne is what you get when you mash together One Piece, Lupin the Third, Space Adventure Cobra, and similar shows from that time period. And it makes for a damn good combination, I'll tell you that. Story is very simple to follow. Our titular character yoinks a hat from a cargo ship for the lulz, but unfortunately this dinky little hat belongs to King, the leader of a mercenary group known as the Killer Whales. The Killer Whales lure Captain Wayne to a place called Orca Isle with the promise of great treasure, only to corner him, attempt to kill him, and steal his boat. Surviving the ordeal, Wayne promises to get even. Simple, tried and true formula. Perfect for a video game. But how about the gameplay? Is it fun to play? Yes. The answer is yes. Imagine Sonic, yeah, the Hedgehog, on drugs, even more drugs than he's already on, and with a gun. Chaotic, frantic, and blitzing fast is this game's entire MO. You'll be zipping and zooming across large arenas, dodging a variety of projectiles, trying to end your existence. It's a damn good time in my opinion, but obviously this level of consistent crackhead speed is not for everyone. Your arsenal consists of 7 different weapons, some of which have an alt fire. Fairly standard number for this type of FPS. Your obligatory melee weapon are your fists. Put your dukes up and throw them bows. Left clicking causes standard strikes, while holding down left click causes Wayne to throw an uppercut. Holding left click long enough causes an explosive electrical upper that can kill multiple enemies. This is much appreciated because I often feel like the melee weapon in DOS era FPS games are extremely useless. Right clicking attempts the same thing with Wayne's human right, but it can't cause the hyper electrical shoryuken. There's a bit of Duke Nukem action to top it all off with the Q button. At any time, you can give anybody stupid enough to stand close enough a good old-fashioned teep. Thanks for teaching us the joys of lifting your leg, Duke. Second weapon, which is technically your first real weapon, is the shotgun. Wayne uses his palm to fire slugs. Left clicking acts as single fire out of a sawn-off. 2 individual blast your face off shots before having to reload. Alt fire acts as a super shotgun, firing both slugs at once. Wayne's metal arm is not just for show as we can see, and I love the heavy use of it. Aesthetically, this is a raw ass shotgun, but unfortunately, since the game primarily takes place in very big, open arenas, it will quickly lose its relevancy. It's plenty powerful, but after a certain point, the game will stop presenting you with narrow, closed-off areas. You'll have to go out of your way to get up close and personal to use this weapon efficiently, which in itself is very risky from how fast you can perish in this game. Third is the chain gun. It acts as both an assault rifle and a minigun, or chain gun, or whichever naming convention you prefer. The primary fire is the Gatling part, shooting so fast that Wayne's hand practically turns into OG Chungus Sonic's loopy-loop sideways 8 feet when he runs. The animation is fantastic, but do be careful because this can quickly use all of your ammo in a hurry. Secondary fire shoots much slower, akin to a regular assault rifle. Funny how it's not the other way around. This and the shotgun are your 2 conventional weapons. Fourth is the Boom Brew, which is a Molotov, using a flame from his middle finger to light it, which is kick ass. Wayne chucks a self-made Molotov via primary fire or lobs it via secondary fire. This works exactly as Caleb's stick of dynamite from Blood, our quintessential explosive weapon. It's awesome. Enemies go boom. Come on. Wayne, I am. The 5th gun turns Captain Wayne into Serious Wayne. Yeah, it's a cannon shooting full-size cannonballs. It was fire in Serious Sam, and it's still fire here. Greatly fits the pirate theme too. The cannon is practically a rocket launcher here. From what I can tell, there isn't an alternative fire here though. You can charge up the cannon, You go bowling for killer whale idiots, and they go boom. It's over the top, it's powerful, and it's useful. It's a blasted cannon. What more do you want me to say about it? Sixth gun is just as awesome as the previous. By putting a Duracell D battery in his hand, Wayne is capable of shooting electricity. That's why that boy Eminem, Enidu, is hiding in Skypiea. He knew his devil fruit could be easily reproduced via batteries. The Cell Shocker is practically our plasma rifle in this game, but the Cell Shocker has 3 different modes of fire. A 3-shot burst fire, railgun sniper fire if charged, and finally, a juiced up electrical grenade type that takes up a lot of ammo, but equally dishes out a lot of damage. This is probably my favorite weapon in the game because of its damage output, so much so that I frequently had no ammo for it. Our final, 7th weapon is our left click to win gun, our BFG, the Thunder Dave token, a literal summon. I don't want to hear nothing about no Knights of the Round again. Thunder Dave is my new favorite summon. By throwing down his token, Dave pulls up, talks shit, and clears the room of enemies. See how far the simple concept of full screen bombs have evolved? It's beautiful. We love this little yellow murderous Super Mario 64 gold star. Of course, since this is the strongest weapon in the game, ammo is very limited. Wayne is capable of picking up items off the floor too. You can chuck explosive barrels. You can take the big sip from a coconut before chucking that too. You can pick up one of the killer whales akimbo whatever this is and use it. There's also this water burger where once you eat it, Captain Wayne will transform into Jotaro Kujo or Kenshiro, whichever hyper masculine badass you prefer. Quad damage makes an appearance too, but is specifically tied to the narrative, so you only get to use it like twice. Enemy types are quite varied, which they should be. Duh, it's one of the most important aspects to make an FPS good, but the depth of the variation is surprising for such a short game. There are 3 standard issue killer whale grunts you'll be mowing down. One with a shotgun, one with an assault rifle, and the most obnoxious one, this little ass hat and snorkeling gear that seems to have akimbo flare guns. I say seems to have because, as stated earlier, you can pick up this dweeb's weapon and it sets enemies on fire, yet when he's firing it against you, it blows the hell up. Yeah, I don't get it either. He's annoying. This game also does the Serious Sam thing where this guy will be placed on the far edge of the map, so he has all day to send down a rain of explosives on your head top. I hate it in Serious Sam, and I'm not a fan of it here either. Boxing Glove Goof is next. He's exclusively melee, so he has to run up in your grill to attack. The kicker is somehow he has light armament hockey. What I mean is, he can block bullets via a peekaboo guard. He's still taking damage, but he can block bullets with a boxing glove. We have these floating pufferfish test tube guys, and Cackle Demon. Not as cute as Cackle Demon, but Cackle Demon. Just blue. Blue Cackle Demon. Blueberry Cackle Demon. Operates the same exact way too. He float, he shoot projectiles. Blue collar heavy over here. He throws bricks. I have a friend who throws bricks. Wonder if they know each other. And his unique attribute is, besides having more health than the previous mention, is that he doesn't move upon getting kicked. Dense bastard. These guys are cool though. They're stationary, so simply move around them. Brain dead sea cat. These seagulls have 0 thoughts, besides one, suicide bomb. These empty-headed birds will slam into you and blow up. No regard for bird or captain life. Charging Chuck nuisance. Might be the first time I've ever seen a hit scanning tackle. He runs at you, fast, but it's a hit scan, so he literally homes in on you. The only way to dodge is to jump kick away. I don't know if it's because the engine is still 2D at the end of the day, but sidestepping or just jumping does not work. He'll hit you anyway. Pretty bullet spongy too. Don't like him. Earl. His name Earl. He got an achievement named Earl. Field Boss. I actually have no idea what he's shooting at us, but it makes a funny sound. What isn't funny is how fast he can kill you because he rapid fire shoots whatever these pink projectiles are. He also has a flamethrower if you think it's a wise idea to get close. First time meeting him is fine, but at the end of the game, when his big ass is thrown in with giant mobs, good luck, family. If you thought mimics were bad in role-playing games, then get ready for an explosive barrel mimic. Get close enough and it'll skitter scatter faster than charging Chuck Lucens and blow up on you worse than your girl when she's hungry. This enemy highlights one of my complaints for the game. More on that later. Eldritch Horror Archvile. Yeah, you heard me. Eldritch Horror Archvile. Thank God he doesn't revive or spawn enemies, but he is capable of that you lose I win, implode your organs, hit scanning attack. Highly dangerous, highly annoying, leaping and slashing like some sort of House of the Dead enemy. Finally, there's this Gumby jellyfish thing. It's like the evolution of the blue cackle demon. Instead of slow moving projectiles, it fires a condensed beam that, you guessed it, blows your ass up. Also a bit bullet spongy. Bosses! We have bosses. Albeit only 4 of them. But it is a very nice touch in my opinion. Makes the game feel like a journey and that you're progressing towards something. Don't expect MMO level intricate mechanics here though. Move out of the way of danger and fire back. Some people might have an issue with this simplicity, but I don't mind it. The final boss has one extra step, but it's still essentially the same thing. Sound is solid enough. The weapons sound plenty punchy to my ears. Just like the era it is emulating, Captain Wayne will quip throughout gameplay with a frequency that is just right. He'll even comment on his own death.
No, that wasn't your fault, that was bullshit. Fuck that.
Some might find a cartoony "ow" sound on food pickups annoying, but I find it hilarious, especially when picking up a long line of them. And now, the game's shining feature. Its graphics. So much charm, many colors, wow. I adore the bright color palette used here because it does exactly what it's supposed to do. Sell the atmosphere of pirate-themed island mayhem. Anime! The story is presented in hand-drawn, 2D animated cutscenes in between levels. The art style heavily reminds me of those early days, like 2000 through 2004 era on the internet. Inception of Cartoon Network's Adult Swim type of stuff. Curse words and silly humor. This presentation makes me nostalgic for the heyday of Adobe Flash and websites like Weeble Stuff. Everything is not hunky-dory on Orca Isle. Captain Wayne does have a few shaky waves on his voyage. As stated earlier, the game is blitzing fast, like extremely fast, and it stays that way the entire time. This can be too fast for some players, so unfortunately, if you fall under that camp, then I cannot recommend you this game. I think there are too many things that can cause explosions in this game. Explosions cause the most amount of damage, as they usually do in this genre. Yet the second you step into an arena, I feel like there's 12 things already trying to blow you up at once. A little too much reliance on the kaplawi. You can die instantly or in seconds because of it. This may sound silly, especially considering I said I like the speed, but I think enemies are too fast. Hear me out. If I'm moving this fast, I don't believe the dumbass standard issue killer whale goofs should be able to catch up to me on foot. They're practically magnetized on me. Other enemies move so fast that I cannot react. The brain dead seagulls and the barrel mimics are the two offenders. The mimics at least have an animation before they blow up, so you can trigger that, then jump kick to safety. But the suicide bomber sequels just slam into me before my brain can process that my ass itches, let alone react and move out of the way. I never know where they're coming from either. Maybe my eyesight is just bad. Levels are long, like super long. My first playthrough I'd spend 20 through 30 plus minutes on certain levels. I get it, The game is only 8 levels or so, but this might tire some players out and prevent them from playing for long periods of time. My second playthrough, however, I was able to navigate way faster. I guess obviously I know what I was doing then, right? What's the point of me saying that? Oh, and this is Doom, by the way. Yes, this is this. So the same issues Doom has from a mechanical standpoint is here. Movement can feel like ice skating sometimes. Your damage will not register on enemies if they're too close with certain weapons. It's all here. Probably why my charging Chuck issue happens too. The whole 2D thing. Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation caught my attention heavy when I first saw it. Unfortunately, I forgot when I first saw it. I don't remember if I saw it at a PC gaming show, not E3, aka the Summer Games Fest, or whatever they call it now, or a Next Fest demo. I know I played a Next Fest demo. Point being, I knew I would enjoy the hell out of it, and you can bet your ass I did. I would wholeheartedly recommend this game to like-minded individuals, DOS-era FPS fans, and the like. Yes, I refuse to use the term boomer shooter. Leave me alone. However, I would not recommend this to people who need a slower paced game or those not fully used to this genre yet. The Emperor is pleased. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Dumbass.